Hello everyone, this is Draginhikari. I welcome you back to the Nexus of Realms. We return once again to Elfagard tonight for Part 9 of Dragon Quest II HD2D Remake. I'll be 100% honest, I was not expecting this playthrough to go as long as it has. Mostly because I think I underestimated the amount of stuff they decided to add to this remake. Which is, honestly, the original version of Dragon Quest II probably would have been, I'm guessing, maybe 5 sections if I was playing the original version, just because there's a lot of stuff in the original version you could actually skip. Like the events in Baran, where the Prince of Connaught gets sick. It's possible to just skip that entire sequence by just simply never staying at the inn in that particular town. Because you would basically stay in the inn, he would get sick overnight, you would have to go get the Yggdrasil leaf, which was not difficult, and then head back. That was basically the end of that. But yeah, this adds on a lot of extra stuff that was not in the original game, so we're still here. I'm kind of hoping we're starting to approach like the latter third of it, so I think we'll start hopefully in the next handful of weeks here, get that concluded here. I do, as I've said multiple times before, I'd like to eventually be able to add a second variety stream day. I'm thinking maybe doing that on Saturdays some weeks, but I'll have to kind of wait and see on that. There isn't really a time during the week where I can do that, just because my work schedule and everything else doesn't really give me a lot of space for that. And I'm also trying to avoid stepping on the toes of 8-Bit, who's also a streamer in my Discord, who has a much more limited schedule than I do, so I try not to step on his toes with the stream either. So that's kind of the other part of that. So that's kind of how I'm looking at least for right now. And since I work a full 40-hour job anyway, and this is just kind of a side thing for me, it kind of has to be treated as a side thing when I do this type of scheduling and all that. So it's the difficulty of streaming not being able to be my main thing, and probably never will be for the reality of the situation, really. It's just too unstable of a thing for me, I think, to be able to convince myself to ever dump all of my time and resources into it. At least I would have to see a huge shift in order for that to be viable, and I'm not so foolish as to jump ship early. I'm way too cautious for that. I am not a huge risk taker and never have been, so streaming is going to be approached the same way I approach most things in general, really. Before I forget, there's one thing I need to fix real quick here before we get started here. I found out the other day that one of my my trigger buttons was not doing the right one, so I just needed to fix that. Joy VTube Studio settings. Yeah. Anyway. Probably not too much to say here. I kind of like to get started quickly here because I'm on call this weekend for my job, so that means I can't stay up as late as I normally would. Not that changes the 4 hours we normally have, it just means I can't stretch it beyond the usual time slot of 4 hours I set up for these right now, so hopefully that won't be too much an issue. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started on the transition here. Okay, I forgot to open the other thing before I started. I kind of got started late, so unfortunately I didn't plan this as well as I wanted to, but so it goes, so it goes, so it goes. Anyway. Let's see. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with my mic. I keep seeming to need to increase the gain on it for seemingly no reason at all, but so it goes. So let's go ahead and get over to Elfagard, and let's go ahead and begin. Okay, now need to actually put this so I can actually see it. There we go. So, let's see. What did we do last time? Okay, so last time we took the magic key around and opened up multiple doors in several places around the world. And then we also claimed the sigil from a thief who had stolen it from the monsters. And we also learned through that event that the monsters have been kind of fighting amongst themselves, for a lack of a better term. So now we're supposed to head under the sea to try to locate one of Haggard's generals who has the other signet. So that means we're heading back under the sea, for a lack of a better term. Alright. It looks like we have 4 locations we can go under the water. So let's start where we were at, because this is the mermaid town. Looks like the prices. A magical ring that earns gold coins or 2 for the wearer for every step they take. Can attack twice. Probably a pretty powerful whip. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this first. Oh, jeez, nothing. I really don't want to do that one at a time, so let's just wait until we have more of them. Since I completely bottomed out there. Jeez. Controls were for this, but okay, that won't stop him from using multi-slash, so does prevent them from doing much, though. Oh. Just equip whips and hope for the best here.
Shall not escape us! Here!
Actually, I just remembered something here. There's also something else we're supposed to be looking for under the water. That's the memories of the past. I'm kind of wondering if that's why it has Mercy highlighted. Let's see. Yeah, it is. Okay. Ah, there you are. It warms my heart to see you safe and well. You went to see our fairy friends. What word from them? Do tell. Indeed we did, and they were mighty pleased to hear that their mermaid sisters had escaped their troubles unscathed. Thanks to you. We seek to find the fiend Marielle, who did lead the rabbit horde to your door. Perhaps you know where she might have fled. We too had pondered where that wicked creature might have gone. This brave young mermaid tracked them to when they turned tail and moved on. The far north is where they fled, back to their dwelling place. Hand me your map and I'll mark it, that you may also give chase. 1,000 thanks. Fear not, your majesty. We shall batter and bruise the plagued Marielle so thoroughly she will never so much as consider frightening your poor subjects again. Bold words, but do not think her mere full of fire and bluster. Take care. I sense to her a power a few precious few can muster. Okay, before we venture too far in that direction, let's go ahead and check the location of the other markers, just in case there's something we need. Give myself all the prep time I need before we actually get there. And check out the shop real quick. I don't think I ever went over here. Oh, she's outside. Equip everybody's best weapon before he's... Oh, wait, it's not. There we go. Okay, nothing else really there. So we can go ahead and head out then. Move along. Okay, I don't remember the ship controls already. I've already forgotten them. You can press L to... Okay. It's L and ZL. Alright. Double boom.
Goodbye. Shall not escape us.
So says you. Jeez, everybody's hallucinating. I have just the thing for this. Hawkeye Claw. Of course, I'm probably never going to get to use it, but you guys are going to die right now. Something's glowing over there, so let's see here. Neither of those spells did much of anything. Or am I just been better off just using Boom regardless of the one group? You guys aren't going to leave me alone, are you? Boom, boom.
Goodbye. Shall not escape us.
What the heck was that sound effect? Like a blood-curdling scream from a friggin' slug. One day, Lady Rubus came to us and spoke of the darkness that she sensed growing in her realm. A shadow began to fall across our age of light. Just as Lady Rubus had foretold, the darkness grew ever greater, and from it was born beings of pure night. With their dark magic, they sealed our created away, trapping her in a prison of stone. Alas, we fairies have not the strength to overcome the forces that could best a goddess. It was all we could do is weep for Lady Rubus and grieve her fate. That and pray that one mighty enough to free her would someday appear before us. Okay, that's the first one. Let's see. Looks like the Fairy Sanctuary might be the best place to go for that next one. Well, that did the trick, didn't it? Huh? Gotten so rudely interrupted again.
This is all you deserve! Ah!
That's weird. It says it should be right here. That's weird. It's indicating I should be right on top of the thing. Weird. It says I should be right on top of it. Huh. What am I overlooking? Okay. The only thing I can assume is that in order to access that, I need to be able to go deeper under the water than I can right now. That's my only assumption here, because that's the only other thing that makes any sense. So let's focus on other things for now. Let's make our way towards this other one here. Sea scorpion. Ain't that a thing?
Goodbye.
Da, da, da. Kaboom. Goodbye. Okay, that one appears to have the same problem. think I remember something. Somebody mentioned something about a sunken ship somewhere, I believe. I don't remember where I heard it from, but... I want to say it was somewhere around here, but I don't remember the NPC, but there was something about it being around here. Suspicious looking area. Oh, yeah, there it is. No, doesn't look like it could access it yet. Okay, so it must be locking me behind a path of some kind. Okay. So, let's head to the... Probably why it wasn't marked. But... Sometimes the markers can give you an indication of something that you're actually not able to do yet, so... Instead, let's go ahead and go after the one target we know we can go after. Rather than me making a whole bunch of assumptions about a whole bunch of stuff.
Despicable little devils! I had thought a pretty new home within my grasp, and they snatched it from me.
Forgive us our failure, milady, but if I might ask, wherefore didst thou think to abandon our current home? 'Tis passing fair, is it not?
I tire of it. And besides, it's my right, nay, my destiny, to bring the entire seabed under my control. If we had made good our assault on their silly little sanctuary, we might have sent those slippery little mermaids swimming once and for all, and gained ourselves a charming little pied de mer besides. Oh, the injustice of it! I hate them. I hate those little do-gooders! My blood fan boils! I must be alone. Leave me, and lock the door tight, that none might disturb my grieving.
Okay, so we have to go after those 3 to get the keys.
It seems we've hit the nail full square upon its head. She was indeed here.
And she does indeed wear one of the sigils. Once again, cousin, you prove yourself perceptive beyond measure.
You are very kind. But I fear that our having found one of the sigils will avail us little until such time as we are able to open this door. And I suspect that we will need all 3 of those strange carvings in order to do so.
What is more, we cannot afford to dally in doing so, lest we forget we stand amid a den of fiends.
Ha-ha! I may have just the solution to that, friends. What I've decided to dub the divide and conquer strategy. You've not forgotten, I assume, the descent that plagues the fiends' ranks. They may all be servants of Hargon, but they are certainly not all of one mind.
You speak true, of course. Why, Mariella even presumed to ignore a direct order from Belial.
Indeed she did, and it is precisely that descent that I mean for us to use to our advantage. What if, for example, Belial chose to punish her by attacking her home with his minions in tow? Or rather, what if the fiends here were encouraged to think that he had? And what if we were to exploit the confusion that might cause by taking the opportunity to relieve them of the carvings we seek?
It is a bold plan, but by no means a foolish one. We might well make our entrance unnoticed and gather the carvings under cover of such a commotion.
And it is not so unbelievable either. After all, did Belial himself not tell us of Mariella's plans?
Well, cousin, shall we proceed with the strategy as outlined? Shall we divide and conquer?
I just wonder how we're going to do this.
Huzzah! Let the chaos begin! We will show them what it is to find oneself attacked in one's very home.
You do remember that our aim is the sigil, do you not, sister? One might almost think you were enjoying it.
The end justifies the means, brother. And besides, it was... Perhaps in learning what it is to suffer as their countless victims have, they might think they must be made to understand the sorrow they have caused.
You are right.
Very well, but before we set our plan in motion, I suggest that we first...
Agreed. If we are to proceed as we intend, we must strike first where we feel we might strike.
Make our way around.
Be gone!
Some bit of agility. Let's see. Of course, my character's still really, really slow, so... Seed of Magic. Okay, we just need to head up north here.
Would that I might convince the fair Lady Mariella simply to think a little more on her actions. 'Tis of course not her methods I object to. A few dead mermaids are of little import. And yet, something in their execution doth trouble me.
How dare you speak of such horrors so careless?
The servants! How came you to be here in this place, human? This is our home, our haven, our sanctuary. You shall pay the price for sullying it
Would that you had heeded the mermaids when they no doubt said the same. Did they too cry out in indignation as you do? And what did you do in return?
It mattereth not what mermaids say, nor humans for that matter. We are monsters.
It seems words will avail us little here.
Ha! Then let us exchange blows instead. I shall slay you all, and make tribute of your corpses to my beloved mistress.
I kind of suspect not. We'll see.
We will prevail!
Well, not so much for that one. Probably wasn't the best move for you to try and take the blows for everybody, but...
I shall sweep you aside.
So, you're gonna do it again, huh? Be my guest. Oh, that's one down. Symbol of spite. A little on the nose, but...
Behold! A speaking tube! The perfect tool for our little plan would...
Aye, that I would. I'll wager the Lady Mariella makes use of it to bark orders at her underling.
Then we must make the most of this chance while it presents itself. Come! You shall play the part of Belial, and I shall play that of your miserable... Belial? What is the meaning of this?
Wah-ha-ha-ha! Well, might thou ask, worm? I, the mighty, nay, the all-powerful Belial, have come to crush your skulls and grind you. And at my back stand all those who serve me. Every last one, a great mass of slavering fiends desperate for blood. Flee while thou still might, but resist or even hesitate, and not the slightest trace of mercy shall be thine.
Run, fellow fiends! We must run! Flee for your lives! Look at them all! Oh no! Oh no!
Lord Belial is attacking us!
Well, for five, brother. After all Lady Mariella had done, if she who hath brought this punishment upon us, then I, for one, shall not remain to suffer the bone-rattling she hath brought upon us. Nay, I mean to quit this place while I can.
Did our little ploy succeed, do you think?
Belial, thou traitor! Thou scoundrel! This shall not stand! But we shall. Hold, my minions! Do not give an inch! At least not until I have made mine own escape. You might make yourselves of this much use to me at least. Attempt to flee before me, and you will regret it. Mark my words.
Your management's not gonna use
She's
some work,
truly
lady.
The worst, the lowest. And yet, in so being, she makes our work very easy indeed.
That she does. Surely to hear their own mistress speak so will spread yet more turmoil among the ranks.
Then let us strike while the iron is hot.
Yeah, weird tubes with green liquid are never a good sign of anything. Strength. Unfortunately, everybody fleeing didn't stop them from attacking me, but hey.
Repeat my call!
Okay, we're approaching our first break here, so I'm going to go ahead and start the ad break, and I'll be right back. Alright. Off we go. 2 witches, I guess. Nope, not gonna work. Absorb Magic Harvest Moon. First one's pretty straightforward. Brutal backflip that hits all enemies. Okay, it's just a physical AoE attack. Crack skull. Scroll. Be-be-be-be-be. Can learn. It's probably more beneficial for her than it is for... Okay, that switch is active. What did that do exactly? Guess it'll be important later. We'll not fret too much about it right now.
Out with a bang!
Kia!
And down you go. We still got 3 of the 2 other minions to find. An entire half of the map, too. So... start with the rooms in the north just to clear out any treasures. She doesn't inspire the most strong loyalty in her minions, does she? You'd really use some, like, management training.
Shall not escape us! Shall not escape us! Yeah!
Running. Okay, that just opens up. Okay. This gives me access to that middle room, so it's a good thing I hit them both anyway.
shall not escape us!
Focus hat. First Belladar, and now humans. Does not matter. You shall soon be your last. Symbol of Scorn. Good time to heal up. Oh no, wait, you're not here. I shall make my escape through you. I'm gonna say no.
Bless you.
Well, that's annoying. Staff of Resurrection.
Return to us. I let down my guard. Thank you
You're
very
too
much.
kind. You're mine.
Symbol of slyness. Shield of Shame. That's probably going to be a cursed item. Grey Horse's Triton. I'm surprised she can use it of all people, but... Okay. Now we go deal with the witch herself here. Am I even doing that? Meditation. Oh, it's a self-heal of some kind. heal up before we go in here. The door creaked open.
Oh me, oh my! I must hurry if I'm to pack all my precious treasures and make my escape! This, and this most certainly, my pillows, oh, my beautiful blankets, my...
You care more for your belongings than those who serve you. Is it any wonder they desert you?
Hmm? Whence did you excrescences spring? And where is Belial? What is the meaning of this?
It was all a lie, designed to sow confusion among your underlings.
What?
And now, they are all gone, leaving you alone and exposed.
But they did not flee solely thanks to our subterfuge, effective though it was.
No, they fled as much because of the mistreatment they have suffered at your hands.
They were disloyal and disunified. Little wonder, since you treated them as naught but pawns. But now, O Queen, you stand alone.
Oh, you plainly think your words right pretty, child, but you are nothing. Nobody! You speak as if I have need of those pitiful excuses for vassals! You will rue your hastiness in crowing, little one. Now come, and I will teach you. You ask why I mistreat those who serve me, why they are to me as so much refuse. 'Tis simple. I have need of none of them, of none save mighty Hargon.
Okay. I have no idea what to expect from this one, so I'm just gonna buff at the first turn and prepare for whatever it's gonna throw at me.
Do your worst!
Yeah, so magic's not going to be a reliable use here because of the flex spell. I suspect magic, so time for barriers.
Magic barrier! Ugh!
Much better.
topped off here.
Excellent worms! To me, worms!
Let's see.
See how you like this! You're so calm!
Multi-heal.
Multi-heal! Kabop! We will prevail!
This will hurt!
All is well. Thank you very much. You'll be fine.
Do your worst! Do your worst!
Let's see.
Here, a boot. How's that? All is well. Thank you very much. We will prevail!
I will prevail!
My MD up as much as possible here.
To
Right.
me, worms!
So I don't know what she's gonna do when
Not that. For children!
Here, a boon!
Shall not escape us!
Kablah!
See how you like this!
let's see, multi-heal.
Multi-heal! Thank
Bless
you
you.
very much. Re-heal!
Play nicely now!
You are too kind. Zapple!
How's that?
Oh, this hurts! Much better.
Yeah, that didn't help us at all, Madeline.
Zapple!
Not even remotely.
So cruel! To me, worms!
And down she goes. We just need to take care of her minion. Wild side. Serenity.
I yield! I yield! You are troublesome indeed for mere children.
All this talk of little ones, of children, does our being so upset you?
Aye, that it does, little one. You are children and should behave as such. You should by rights be meek and pliable and easy to kill.
We were all these things and more when first our journey began. But we have been through much since then, and gained the support and encouragement of many besides ourselves. And in so doing, we have grown strong, stronger than our years might suggest. There is no hardship we cannot endure as—
Hold your tongue, child, lest your silver spoon crack a tooth.
Silence, witch! Hand us that stone that is pinned to your lapel. Do so, and we might—
Tis old thing. 'Tis merely a rock, child. Do you truly seek so—
Can she truly not know? Is there yet more that was shared with Atlas and Belial?
relinquish the stone and—
Oh, a lesson. You must take the things which you desire, and if necessary, be prepared to kill in order to do so. If not— Truly, you are yet babes.
Oh, she escaped us once again.
Perhaps she spoke true. Perhaps if we truly desired the sigil, we would simply have cut her down.
What? Surely you jest. To strike down a defeated foe and engage in thievery into the bargain? Could you, cousin? Yes, good. She had you.
But she had not truly yielded. She simply found herself—
It matters not. What matters is that the sigil is ours. Let us take solace in that faith.
Obtain the soul sigil.
We actually did it!
Indeed, that was the final sigil.
A job well done, if I do say so myself.
I suppose we ought to pay the fairies a visit then.
Yes, let us make for their palace.
Ow, ow. Yeah. Hello, feel good. Okay. Alright, let's head back to ferries here so that we can deal with the sigil.
It seems congratulations are in order. Obtaining all 5 sigils can't have been easy. However, you are more than up to the challenge. You have done your bloodline proud. I was half expecting at least one of you not to survive this far. Well done for proving me wrong, I suppose. Now, it is only a matter of time till you awaken Rubis and put an end to Hagen's tyranny.
But of how much time? It sounded as if we had a lot more to do when last we spoke.
I wouldn't say a lot more. In fact, you're but a few short steps away from rousing Rubis. The first of which is to find the fairy flute. It is the only instrument in this whole wide world that has the power to reach her in her slumber.
Where will we find this flute?
Precisely where your ancestor left it. Erdrick used the same flute to awaken Rubis from her last slumber all those years ago. Apparently, he dropped it off in Cantlin when his work was done.
Then we are to follow in Erdrick's footsteps.
Indeed. Let us make for Cantlin. Once we have procured the flute, we shall at last awaken Rubis.
Not quite. You'll need to dispel the barrier of light that surrounds Rubis first, but we can discuss that when the time comes.
Why not now?
Because, unless I'm mistaken, you cannot yet fulfill the very purpose for which you would awaken her. You awaken Rubis to win the power to defeat Fel Hagon, correct? Tell me then, how do you intend to get into his den of darkness?
Ah, yes.
The so-called High Priest claimed the kingdom of Rendruk for his own long ago. It is far to the south of here, ringed all about by a range of 9 impassable mountains. Unfortunately for us, Hagon is no fool. He plots from the safety of his lair, sending out his minions to do his bidding. He knows venturing out into the world would only expose him to danger. If you mean to slay him, you'll have to find a way to get to him first.
I see.
But how will we even begin to find a way into a place where no human has set foot in decades?
Why, by asking those who have. The monsters.
Pray tell, dear brother, why a fiend would deign to aid us.
Because we aided him. Let us make for Burrowell.
Ah, yes, that monster.
Then it seems your destinations are decided. Best of luck out there. May this help you on your journey.
Spirit Bracer. Always wanted to visit Catalan, and we finally had the chance to pursue the fairy fruit, no less. Do you not find it exciting to follow in the footsteps of our storied ancestors? Now the monster burrow will heal our request. We know that Haggard has at least 4 missive makers in chief: Beliad, Atlas, Maria, and Panzuzu. No doubt we'll cross swords with them at this stage, unless they finish each other off first. Okay, let's start off with Burrowell first. Then we'll go after the fairy flute.
Well met, friends. It's so lovely to see you.
The door to your cell stands open. Is all well?
Oh, all is splendid. The villagers have decided that I need no longer be locked within it, but I am so surpassing fond of it that I have decided it is no longer a cell, but a home.
Is that so? It seems the townspeople continue to make you welcome.
Yes, and all is thanks to you.
In order to defeat Foul Hargon, we must needs traverse the mountain range. But we've heard tell that to do so might be difficult, perhaps impossible for humans such as ourselves.
Oh, a way for humans to reach Hargon's dwelling. Oh, I suppose I have never really thought about such a thing.
Is aught the matter? You see...
No. Not so long ago, I advocated for your...
Oh, please, there is no need to be so careful on my account. In truth, I have come to see the reason in your argument since my incarceration here. To lose one's home, one's most sacred place, must be both terrifying and saddening in equal measure. Why, if Burrowell were to fall, I fear I would, and I have lived here only a short while. To lose the home in which one was born and raised must be...
I do not hate...
I don't suppose... I fear it is not quite so simple. My kind, we did unspeakable...
Yes. But I, in my turn, wish to punish you for crimes you yourself did not commit. We are no better than one another.
Perhaps not. And perhaps this explains the awkwardness between... No matter what we speak of, all we can think to say to one another is... What if you were to treat me as something of... In sharing our thoughts and fears, in helping one another, perhaps apologies might turn to thank yous. And, in time, even to friendship. Does that sound like something you might like?
Fair enough.
Oh, this warms my heart indeed. And in order that the first thank you might come sooner rather than later, allow me to seek out a way for you to cross the mountains.
Thank you. But we must do something for you in return.
Me? Oh, well, I know that this was my idea, but nothing springs to mind. Well, perhaps you might go and seek out a certain village for me. A place by the name of Sluice. There is a man, Rogue, at the end of this corridor who has been ever so worried about it, and as such, I have been a little worried also. Perhaps if you might go and speak with him of what troubles him.
You are sure? You would not prefer that we did something for...
But this will be for my sake. I want for nothing, only for others to be happy and well.
Then how could we possibly refuse?
I must go and seek out some specifics with regard to how humans might gain entry to Hargon's domain. I shall return ere long. If you could see your way to speaking with Rogue while I am gone, I would be much obliged.
I actually don't remember how we accessed Hargon's place in the original game. There was some item I think you used to access the area, but I may be mixing up different Dragon Quest games.
Alack, I am found. 'Tis a fair comrade. I, Rogue Fastfinger, do hereby yield to thee. I say, thou seemst big and strong and grown up. Perhaps thou knowest... I am surpassing worried for all my friends there. Couldst thou perchance see thy way to checking on them? Please?
Of course. We had intended to journey there to do just that. But, if I might ask, why do you worry so for their sake?
Why? Because of the oh-so-scary scoundrels that have made their home in the Tower of the Moony Moon nearby, of course. They have turned my poor friends' heads fair upside down. The Tower of the... And what precisely do you mean by upside down?
Why, I have not the first nor the foggiest clue. I know only that all in that place have grown surpassing strange of late, thanks to those fiends and their plaguey jewel. When I saw some of their numbers sail away, I did seize the opportunity to lock the floodgate, that they might never come back, and that their friends in the tower might never escape. The rogues. With this, might thou unlock it again, and thereby gain passage. Please, I beg of you, go to the
What
tower
is this
and drive
voice?
out the rotten, smelly scoundrels.
Obtain the floodgate key. Alright, so we have a task ahead of us here. But before we do that... I'm going to go ahead and take our next break here. So, ad break time, we'll be right back. Alright, moving on. Let's see here. Is there not something a little strange about our friend Rogue? Strange in what way? A man fully grown, he spoke more as if he were one of us, younger even. Thought the same listening to him, one would thought him not an adult at all. No, indeed. Though these cells are surprisingly gloomy, their occupants surely are not. Perhaps that is not what I speak of. If it was his air, it was unnatural. Really? Are there not adults who speak in such a manner? In any case, let us away. To Slooly. It is our young friends, the young heroes. I trust all is well. Burrowell enjoys continued peace thanks to your valiant efforts. I'm fully glad to hear it. Emo, too, continues to acclimate most magnificently. Emu? Aye, the fiend you captured and bring back to us here. He is captive no longer, instead occupies his former cell of his own free will. He had not a name, so we gave him one. After his peculiar manner of speech, a most charming moniker, wouldn't it not? Ah, but I too have become ensnared as an adorable net. Which I can say our village has grown fond of our little friend. Indeed, it seems so. He did attest to himself the great happiness he's found here. And though there are far and few between, it seems there are those among monster kind who we humans might reach an understanding. Will this be true of all fiends? The thing is, the fiends in Dragon Quest almost always seem to operate based on, like, whatever super evil being kind of fuels their actions. Because there are games in which the monsters aren't always the enemy, in the sense. Okay, let's see what our... Looks like Belran might be our closest location to there. side. I was gonna say, we're probably pretty overpowered for this area at this point. Alright. Couple of seeds for our trouble. Off we go. Alright. Hello, 8-bit. Alright. Okay, yeah, we need to head this way. Yeah, that's definitely the right way, because the enemy just changed. Usual strategy for right now.
This is all you deserve!
Oh. Well. There's Death Resurrection.
Fight on!
That's inconvenient.
I shall sweep you aside! In the name of justice!
More of these things. I just get a little tired of you.
I have you!
You look cold. Kia! Ah!
Multi-heal.
Multi-heal!
Bless you. Shall not escape us.
Oh, okay. That went the wrong way. Oh, okay. I see what I'm doing wrong here. Unfortunately, it does mean I have to go back through again. Okay, let's heal up before we attempt again. I was supposed to loop around in a specific way that I didn't.
Brace yourself!
Goodbye.
I don't remember anything about this town we're going to, or if it was even in the original game or not. I feel like I'm saying that a lot at this point. The original story's gotten so far off the rails at this point that I can't assume anything anymore. Let's do that for the moment. Okay, I see. I need to go this way instead. Seat of defense. Need to go over here and get off this boat on this side here. Clear at the end. I need to work my way around to the other side.
so kind.
Alright, that is that. Why must you insist on getting in my way? You know how this is gonna end for you, right? Just as I thought. Alright. Just medicine. Agility seed. Alright, this is where I want to get off at. Now for the long trek through the mountains. Oh, big moves. More random stuff. Stone hard hat, scale shield, chain sickle. Really, really old gear. Way there, so get comfy because we're gonna be walking for a bit.
Out of my sight!
All right. Crackle. Those can't be a good sign of anything.
Shall not escape us!
Another group of these. Joy. Oh. Convenient. Maybe not so convenient. God, I have that now. I don't need to keep using boom for this purpose. Yeah, that's good. Moving on. Got a bit more of a trek here. These things are not helping.
control yourself.
Shall not escape us! Ja!
Almost there. These things aren't going to make it easy for me all the way to the end.
Here comes the cold snap.
Shall not escape us!
Snoop scroll. And she can learn it. Not sure what that does per se, but there's any treasures and goodies nearby. Okay, so it's looks for invisible stuff, I'm guessing. Okay, should be the last fight. We should be right in front of its gates. This really long side dance to get out here.
Crackle!
Okay. Okay, yep, there's the floodgate. Visitors, forgive me, wanderers, but I am somewhat distracted at present. For the reason I only wish I knew, the better part of the people here have regressed in their minds to childishness. It's most vexing. You seek my counsel, it will have to wait. Regress to childishness? Aye, as the scene before us surely attests. Though their eyes, they seem unchanged inside their fractious imlinks. They scamper here and yon, jape and jester, and otherwise sow discourse, but their bodies are those of grown men and women, and must surely soon suffer the consequences. Here I'm unable to consult with the priest in the tower. The tower, do you mean perhaps the Tower of the Moon? We heard the tell of troublesome sorts have taken up residence there. Troublesome, why quite the contrary. They say there are men of religion and assorted other good-natured souls. They've even asked any who visit this village Any who visit the village are encouraged to visit them. Mayhap they crave the company of well-traveled souls such as yourself. Alas, the floodgates closed at the moment. None may go to them until such time has been reopened. The floodgate? Aye, some saucy rogues have taken the key. 'Tis the work of one of these addle-padded men or women children, no doubt. Hey, come quickly! The house in the floor is the ceiling with sticky fingerprints yet again. Will their cursed antics never end? Again, curse them. My apologies. Perhaps next time I'll treat you to a warmer welcome, but for now I must depart. So the upside-down headed villagers which the rogue spoke, as is he, or his curious manner of speaking would suggest. And he spoke to the tower's inhabitants with fear, not reverence, as recently afforded them. Indeed, the man we spoke to seemed to think them fine, upstanding people indeed. I suppose we'll have to go see for ourselves. In order to do so, we'll need to make use of the key entrusted by our friend Rogue. Wow, I thought I'd keep playing. Does my body tire quickly? 'Tis not fair. Why can I not run riot like I wish to? We must listen to Mama. Whoever says that it's forbidden to eat sweets before dinner. This is a monster plot. This is surely a strange one. I don't know what benefit they gain by making everybody act like children, but hey, I've seen stranger plots, I guess. Fred George Slavel, yes. Thanks to the goddess. Finally someone who I might have a sensible conversation. The people of this town have all regressed to childhood and do not all day long save attempt to play tricks on me and they feel endless with my precious wares. When I grow up, I wish more than to be a weapon seller. When I shall become rich and shall eat, drink, and eat the most expensive food and drinks every single day. Well, I guess we're not getting anything out of him right now. Oh, grapey grapes, green and lumpy. Strawberries, red and bumpy. Fa-la-la-la-lee. Look up below. Jam bombs away. Come catch me if you can. Yeah, this isn't really helpful. You possess the floodgate key. You can open the gate and gain access to the Tower of Moon. Pair of boxer shorts. Mini metal. A sticky sweets whiff of jam I smell. Lummy, though I scrub and scrub, now my work is complete. Well met, friend. My name is Gene. I play hide and seek, though I search high and low. Nowhere is my friend to be found. I am lonely, simply annoyed. It's only a game after all. I did come here to commission a renowned tailor, Don Callio, but I cannot extract a whit of sense from him. Not just from him, nor most of the other people in the village. Is this place being gripped by some strange madness? I don't know. I think that'd be pretty obvious, I think. Egg on scroll. And of course she could use something named that. Good day to you. I am Don Callio. I mean to make for my mommy the finest dress in all the land. Yeah, I don't think we're getting anything out of him right now. Whatever's afoot, my daughter does behave like she became a child again. When the floodgate does open, then whoosh, river does filled with water just like that. I saw it. I saw him steal it. Rogue did steal the floodgate key, and that rogue, and did run away most guiltily. Greetings. If items thou seekest, thou are in luck, friend. How may I serve you today? Okay, it's not. That guy's actually mentally sane at the moment, compared to everybody friggin' else. I did come here having heard rumors of theft of a certain key at the hands of a rascal named Rogue Fatsfingers. It seems that the people of the village have other matters on their hands. Okay, now we can go use the floodgate key here. Move along. Shh, we're playing hide and seek. Cheeseman's not find me or else. Alright, let's get this river flowing again. Now our ship may pass. Indeed, let us board and make for the Tower of Moon. Probably the easiest way to do that is just right back here and just let the ship teleport to us. That way I don't need to leave or go too far out. Well, where do all the grown-ups activate the younger than even me? Stop it, all of you. Stop being naughty. Wah! Wait a minute, where is the boat? Oh. The boat can't teleport here because there's no open spot of water I can reach. That means I gotta go all the way back around again. Okay. Bill ran again. Couldn't have added just like a little line or section next to it that I could just have the boat appear at. Silence. I wish to not see your lips move, only your legs. But when will our wishes be granted? Did thou make us a solemn promise, dost thou not? Aye, did thou not swear to make me richer than in my wildest dreams? Silence, I say. The trick is to trust. Lord Hakon's faithful will not harbor doubts. Now follow me, my children. Nay, I shall not trust thee. I shall never listen to another word thy says, thou liar. Bah. Charming. If you mean to mither and moan all the way to the ceremony, perhaps I should simply end things here. Stay your hand, fiend. For whatever you mean to do, you shall not be suffered to do it. What hocus pocus is this? You do not sound like any priest I've ever encountered. Thou hast keen eyes for illusion, human. Just as we thought. Now marvel as I perform my latest trick. The chastening of those who dare stand against Lord Hargon. These are some strange looking enemies.
Shall not escape us! Kia!
Antler chasms? That's what they're called?
Be careful! Bruce, you're dead.
Well, there's...
Shall not escape us!
That rogue was right to worry for his friends. We are in thy debt. The priest had declared to be a kind and generous soul, only to turn to a wicked fiend upon all of a sudden. Though in truth we'd already begun to suspect him to be other than what he claims. He did promise that we would be richly rewarded for committing acts of treachery against our own neighbors. What the devil? Indeed, but I am an upstanding citizen, and I told him no, and then he brought us here. Then tried to do away with us. Come, we must away home before any of his friends find us. Help the old man there. Not so different would befell Rippleport and Moonham, don't you think? Might this be the Fiend's base of operation, perhaps? Perhaps. Scoundrels, disguising themselves as humans, or that they might wreak further havoc. They shall pay. Well, there's one of them. That's going to be an exit. Oh. It can only be reached through another stairway. This way first. Oh, I saw the holy protection spell. Oh, I should have checked. Crap. I wasn't paying attention. I got distracted. Oh, whatever.
Hot, hot, hot!
Resurrection.
Fight on!
Well, that was irritating. I should have been more careful there. Ugh, okay. Let's see. Harvest Moon Scroll. Okay, can be learned by the prince. My character ever gain like an AoE attack of any kind besides throwing rocks? You had to question that.
This is all you deserve!
Clearly not. Alright. You keep your soup. Okay. Oops. Reach treasures on this floor. There's one right there. That's another mimic. Yeah. That's the only other stairway, so... Three treasures on this floor. Let's see. That'll just take me back down to the bottom. Another trick to go up. Okay, break time. We'll be right back. Ugh, that break came up on me kind of suddenly. Alright, what was I saying? Or was I saying anything? I don't know anymore. Probably wasn't saying enough. I need to ramble more. Or try to, I don't know. Light just a corpse. Huh. Whoops. I probably should have known that, but... All this way, it's another friggin' mimic. Ugh. Power.
Shall not escape us!
Back up, back up, back up, back up. Yeah, it's dancing. Yeah, Dragon Quest has a lot of enemies like that, if I'm being honest. Well, I mean, I guess at least you're letting her watch this stream and not my raid streams. No child should be watching our raid streams. I'm pretty harmless when I'm by myself most of the time. With the raid group, not so much. Oh, well, this isn't good, is it? Better prepare here. Cast thy mind back to thy hatchling days, where thou fly free and easy, act upon thy every urge, when thou wert all, and others as nothing. Return to the heights-on days of youth, thy youth, wing thy way back there. But weep not when thou rememberest thy times as thy most feverishly desires were denied. For now thou possess the power to make whatever thou desires by force. Go now, fly forward, do what you will. Athenians. Go now, fly forth, do what thy will. Discard those who will not serve thy purpose. Fly free, do as I will. Be very, very naughty. Return to our youth. No, I'm just gonna beat you up now. Of course you did. Stop right there this minute. What are we? Run quickly, ere the fiends gobble you up. I say. Why must you stick your beaks in? We are just about to rob these feather-brained humans of their reason and restraint. And it is that crystal behind you that grants you this power. It is. Mighty Pazuzu, in his owlish wisdom, has discerned that humans might more easily turn to evil when reduced to a childlike state. And thus reducing them to with the crystal's power is a thing to behold. They act with selfishness so pure that one might squawk to see it. Scream! Yans! The yans! So if the crystal would be shattered, they would return to themselves? And thou thinkest I will allow that? Flap thy lips so carelessly, little human. You, take the treasure to Lord Pazuzu. Fly! And inform him that the chicklings we seek are here. And that you'll see that they're tussled up, like the turkeys they undoubtedly are. Why, certainly I'll leave things in your capable hands. I hear that you were quite the troublemakers, but I shall feather my nest with trophies of your defeat nonetheless. Now come, flap and flutter and flap as you will. I shall be the one crowing in the end. You would learn the truth of the rumors, so be it. Have at it, rogue. Okay. No freaky music, so this thing is probably a pretty standard boss, so... But still, prep accordingly nonetheless. Where is my... Can I suddenly put it back in the bag? Oh, crap. Okay. Anyway... Let's see. I'll have to make do with what I've got then.
Do not falter!
Slap. Oh, that's not good.
Stay vigilant!
Sing!
Where was I?
Up. Multi-heal.
kind.
We will prevail!
Just healing after every turn, which is going to cause me even more trouble if I don't figure out how to deal with them.
You're mine!
Multi-heal!
You are too kind.
Multi-heal.
Multi-heal!
You're mine!
Let's see here. I need to get her unparalyzed. Good for this
Be
turn.
careful!
Multi-heal.
Multi-heal! I'm
You
in
are
your
too
debt.
kind.
Oh no, you stopped my... the guy who can't cast spells from casting spells. I am in such pain, oh noes. Alright. Well,
We fight as one! How's that? Ah!
This regeneration of his is getting really aggravating.
I'm in your debt. All is well. Take this!
You're mine!
Okay, there we go. Suffering slap a few times in college. I can't speak to that experience, but... Multi-fist. Well, that gives him an AoE attack, but it's random. Kaboom. That'll be nice. Persecutor. Because his companions escaped with the crystal. Indeed, and until it is shattered, the people of Siu may not return to their senses. Whatever drives the fiend to torment we humans, so I cannot comprehend it. Nor I. They do not merely attack us, but take things to such spiteful extremes as to beg our belief. What about you, sister? Behold, the fiend did clutch this to his chest most tightly. It's an item of great importance, that we can be certain. How very clever of you to notice it. But what is it? What is it for? I hear waves. As do I. Has it some connection to with the sea? Alas, I fear that tells us remarkably little. The fiend we slew told his companion to make haste to wherever this Panzuzu may be found, did it not? Perhaps Panzuzu has some connection to the sea. Only by finding the fiend might we break the crystal and save the people of Salu. But how do we do that? Let us return to Burrowell. Elmu will surely have returned by now. Perhaps he knows something of where the leaders of Hargod's armies lurk. Indeed, Rogue will wish to know how the people of Salu fare. Come then, to Barrowell. Obtain the moon shard. Okay. Spooky Aura Scroll. Lowers magic resistance if I remember right. Probably best used by her since she kind of tends to be my support. was Austin and not safe for work. Okay, yeah, we're done here for the moment, so let's head back to Burrowell as planned. Just heal up real quick and then we'll proceed. Alright. There's one thing I want to check on real quick. There's one particular shop that had like a lot of really expensive but pretty good stuff. Okay, so that's probably a good opportunity for me to make sure that everything is can't really afford it still, but oh well. Oh well, oh well. Okay, time to check with Elmoon here.
It is so very good to see you all. I have the most fabulous news to share. There is a way over the mountains! There is a tunnel that leads straight beneath the mountains to Renderak, and near to its entrance in the uplands, a teleporter!
These are glad tidings indeed. We're in your debt, Elmi, truly.
But
where is the partner portal to this teleportal to be found, I wonder?
I too wondered this, and did travel through the portal to attempt to ascertain its destination. Alas, I found my way blocked when I reached the other side. I am sorry, truly. This, the most important thing of all, is the one thing I could not
Not at all. You have confirmed that there is a way. This alone is priceless knowledge.
Indeed it is. We owe you a debt of deepest gratitude.
If I have truly proved myself useful, then I am over the moon!
Oh, but you have. And we, in our turn, did what we could to help the people of Sluice, as you are.
This and this, that and that.
Pazuzu's whereabouts? I believe he dwells upon an island somewhere, in the depths of a cave, if I recall correctly. But the ocean in those parts is treacherous indeed. I fear that no human vessel will be able to get...
Nonetheless, you provide us with yet more priceless intelligence. How is it that you know?
I was instructed to take up a placement under his command at one point. Though I did exercise myself most mightily in trying to avoid... if I recall, there was an object by means of which one might draw close to his cave, even in a large boat. The moon shard.
Could this be the object of...
It is! It is! Stupendous! Marvelous! Amazing!
Then we shall be able to enter the cave in which Pazuzu dwells. Let us journey there forthwith and destroy the crystal, that the poor people of Sluice might be released from their enchantment.
Do not forget that we must also locate the other end of the teleportal to Renderak.
Perhaps we might ask the King of Durkendor. He is ever well informed. I can think of no one more likely to know such a thing.
He was wary of Lord Hargon's encroachment also. Perhaps he has been exploring avenues we ourselves have not considered.
Then it is decided.
One more thing ere you set forth. The cave at the other end of the teleportal, that too will you find it somewhat difficult to enter, for the way is blocked to all save those able to proffer proof of their sincere belief in the majesty of Almighty Hargon. That proof most often takes the form of a gruesome statuette. I believe Pazuzu might be in possession of one, so if you do go to face him, be sure to seek this idol out.
Truly, we could not owe you more, little friend. You were a veritable fount of invaluable information.
My manner of speech suits you marvelously! How melodious it sounds coming from your mouth! Very
I
well.
hope she's not gonna
I
keep
will
talking
fly
like
ahead
that.
to the upland clearing, there to await your coming. I pray that you gain access to the teleportal ere long. In the meantime, I shall ensure that no moonsters draw near to it. After all, we cannot have you running smack bang into Hargon's minions the moment you arrive.
But you have done so very much. If Hargon's underlings discover that you are in league with we humans, surely things will not end well?
Nonsense! I will be fine. I shall play my part with the utmost conviction, and thereby earn my place in this tale of... Forgive me, I overstepped the mark. It is...
Poppycock, you are...
Very well. Then I will await your coming. See you soon, friends.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, since there's more than one part to this section, let's go ahead and go to Canelin and seek out the fairy flute before we try to go any further. It's off to Catalan. Canton. Place. Yeah. Believe me, 8-Bit, I wish I could eye roll, but my tracking isn't that good. Halt, who goes there? State thy purpose. We are scions of the hero legend. We journey in search of the fairy flute that we might vanquish a great evil. The scions of Edric? He speaks true. Besides me is the Prince of Middenhall, the very realm founded by that greatest of heroes. You are welcome here indeed in Catalan, but you seek the fairy flute, you say. You do not seem overly keen to relinquish it. Nay, it's not that, but the situation is complicated. Pray visit me in my home that lieth to the west of town. Then I shall explain all, but first I should go tell my mother and father of your coming, if you'll excuse me. He sensed the retrieval of the flute will be no straightforward task. Nothing has been so far, so why would it be now? Still, we can do little more than heed the man's request. Forgive us, the flute is no longer to be found here in Catalan. Our shiftless ingrate of a son did us cost with it. Your? He speaketh not of me, and 'twas my fool of an older brother. Our line has faithfully stood here in Catalan for countless generations and have come to be known as the Protectors. It is our sacred duty to watch over the great gate and the flute upon which the very hero legend did himself play. Alas. My brother has ever been found wanting in both his aptitude for and his devotion to our hereditary duty. Long is declared that to any and all who will listen, he is not cut out for guarding. And when myself and my father did scold him for his laxity for the empty time, he did grow most sully, and did he make off into the night, taking the flute with him. He has run away from home? Pah, I care not whit what he has done or why. I only care that that scoundrel did accost with the treasure entrusted to our care. Alas, though it pains us, we are unable to furnish you with it. Words cannot express our shame at this sorry state of affairs. You have no idea where he might have gone? None, alas. Perhaps he means to sell it. He might have journeyed to Tanagel. You mean not to go after him? We're sworn to protect the town. Though he might not think his duty important, we cannot afford to forsake it. That we cannot, but even if that were not the case, I will not go seek him out. He is a traitor and a thief. I see. Then we should go to Chanagel ourselves and see if it is to be found there. Forgive us, for our son's wariness has inconvenienced you and is a sin above imagination. His wayward brother might err, but is there really a need to disparage him in our presence? Indeed, I too shall have had my fair share of selfless blunders. I've never been treated so unlovingly. Never, I doubt this will be a transgression fondly remembered in the years to come, as yours have often been, brother. Though it is troubling, I fear we need to set such concerns aside for now. Let us go and seek out this wayward brother. Alright, let's hit the Tanagel then. Oh, there it is. Like, where is it? How do we begin our search for the fairy flute? We have no idea what the chap who took it looks like. That's assuming he hasn't sold the bally thing already. I suggest we seek an audience with the king. If anyone should know of unusual coming and goings in Tanagel, it is he. The monarchs of this realm have certainly served us well thus far. Let us continue to enjoy their favor. Well, the king of Tanagel's been a bit more of a sketchy sort this time around, so guess let's see. Ah, my apologies. What madness possessed thee, Protector of Canlin? Protector of Canlin, you're the one we seek. We came here in search of you after speaking to your family. Hey, stop accosting! It's all well, Chancellor. Shu, splendid to see you all. I apologize for that ruffian's behavior. He suddenly appeared before us, full of queries concerning the legend of Edric. Of himself he spoke very little, only of his family's role in Catalan, and that he might labor night and day to strengthen his frame. Haphazardly he draws inspiration from the feet of your ancestors. He seeks to make himself a hero ere long. It would explain why he interrogated his majesty as to all the distant towns and perilous locations which Edric once ventured. Once he had his questions answered, he took his leave, most hurriedly as you witnessed. Tell the truth, he seemed ill at ease from the moment he arrived here. Though he came bearing the fairy flute, his resentment to produce it before his majesty was passing odd. And he might not have sold it as we might have feared. It was in his possession, the flute that convinced his majesty that it was indeed the protectors of Canolin. Ever since thine impostor princess, we have been most careful to confirm our guests' identities. Though we did produce the flute, the lad was certainly discomforting in doing so. Did he mention aught of his next destination? No, thy good wager good coin he's had bound for Cull. The boy became awfully animated upon learning that's where Edric discovered the flute. That is where we must go to if we are to apprehend him. Were we not simply planning to petition him to lend us the flute for a while? Is that so? Then do not let me detain you any further. You must be post haste, His Majesty, and I wish you the very best on your travels. Thanks to thee and thy king. Okay. I'm not sure what this guy's deal is, but let's see here. What are we at? Actually, we're probably going to need to start wrapping up here because I have a feeling this is going to lead into a wild goose chase, which will exceed the time. And as I kind of said earlier tonight, I'm on call for my job this weekend, so I can't drag this stream out any longer than I normally would. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to probably call it and save the next part for part 10. So, let's go ahead and take care of business here. Alright, so let's head back to the Nexus of Realms and wrap things up. Well, that's it for this week. As I said, with the on-call, I won't be able to do much this weekend. I'm hoping to finish some of the video projects that I've been kind of putting off because I'll be able to work on those in between moments. So, other than that, we will be back next week with some more M10S Prog and Final Fantasy XIV, as well as the continuing of the Dragon Quest playthrough here. So before we wrap up here, let's go ahead and check and see to find somebody to drop you guys on. So let's see here. Let's see who's doing what here. Let's see. We got... Who have I not dropped us on in a while? Let's go bother Calzone 14 today. So before we do that, I hit the wrong button. Whoops. Anyway, thank you for joining me in the Nexus of Realms, and we'll see you next time.